What's up, guys? It's Blue. This video is going to be our Mythic Coven kill, and it's the first kill we got. We ended up killing her on our second night of trying on her. Took the last few weeks to just kind of re-clear and gear up some other characters just so we can have them ready for this because it's so ranged intensive. But I'm going to go through, I'm going to play the video, I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing. I ended up being kind of the pseudo third tank. I was on Asara, and I was just moving her around and being her target throughout the first half of the fight. So I'll explain what I'm doing, why I'm positioning her, and then just go through the rest of the fight with you guys and try to help you guys out for when you get here on your guys' progression. So on the pool, positioning is very important. If you're too far away, then abilities like Chain Lightning, Ravager, and Divine Storm aren't going to hit both bosses, and a bunch more classes have those. I just don't know what theirs are. But keeping her close enough so that those are able to cleave is going to help your group out with damage tremendously. But just make sure you're not too close and that you lose damage because they get that immunity, and that even 1 second of immunity while you're trying to fix it is going to be a lot of damage lost. So the storm spawns. I go right. I usually go left. There's usually one there, but there wasn't this time. That it was in a good spot where I could keep the boss in the same area. So I popped Die by the Sword just to give myself that little bit of extra damage mitigation while I got over to my spot, and then just continue with my normal rotation. With being the third tank or just the aggro person as arms, you're not going to have as much rage as you usually do, especially because I'm running sweeping strikes, so I don't even have that slightly less because of Dauntless. So my damage isn't what my main focus is. My main focus is just trying to keep the boss in a good position for everyone else to be able to get their damage done. Being able to get the cleaves onto both bosses for different spells or having them stacked up with different torments is more important for me. So that's why you'll see right here, Rend is going to fall off. I don't have enough rage to be able to cast it. I'm also going to save my Ravager for when the Torment of the Titans starts. I use it on pool, and then I have like 30 seconds of not using it until right here because I want to be able to get that Torment down as fast as possible. Plus, I'll have Colossus Smash on the Torment and on Asara, so it's going to be doing extra damage. Right there, I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know how I didn't see that Shadow Blade. But at the moment, I'm just keeping her next to a Torment. That way, everyone's going to get that extra cleave damage. And even because I'm using Sweeping Strikes, and that's where this build is actually going to shine, is in this spot when I am the third tank, because she's always going to be right next to me. So if I go up to a Torment, I'm going to be able to execute on her and get that extra cleave. But you'll see the difference in Mythic right here, is that once we kill these guys and we get out of the way, the next Torment of the Titans starts. So that's why it's important to have that extra cleave damage, because you don't get as much time in Mythic as you do in Heroic to be able to kill the sisters. So getting cleave damage is very important because that's going to be a lot of what you do. So now I'm just trying to avoid the Fulminating Pulse. We're already in that small zone with the circle, and then a quarter of it's cut out with the wall. So we're just avoiding everything we can. We had a terrible spawn with the Whirling Saber. But once that's over, get out of the way of the army and then just wait. Other tanks got his on the same side too, so I don't want to get too far over there, but I'm starting to position myself because I know that there's a set order and Lightning is going to be next. So I'm kind of getting over there and getting ready that way. Again, I can have Asara right next to the Torment of Lightning or whatever it is, Torment of Golganeth, and we can get that extra damage because of all of our cleaves. So get out of the way and then get into my normal spot. We all go to the same spot, that way we never mess it up, and then drop my Ravager and Battle Cry and try to knock this thing out as soon as possible because there's a really quick turn between this and the healer Torment. So using it now is better because I'll be able to you'll see on later when I'm able to use my next Ravager. But now, get in the Storm, let the ranged finish off the Torments, and then I'm just going to stay on Asara, call out the Shadow Blades just so people are able to move out of the way, and then don't do anything stupid since we still have a Torment of Golganeth up. So here soon, Torment of the Titans starts. Asara is going to jump away, and the Mother of Cosmos is going to come out. And she is the special Mythic change that we're going to have. So I'm going to come over here. Battle Cry and Ravager is still on cooldown, so just do normal damage, cleaving onto the boss. And then once that dies, I'm going to have time before the cast goes off, so I throw Colossus Smash and Rend on the boss, and then jump over there. And this is where I'm going to use my Ravager and Battle Cry. That way I can get that extra damage on the Torment and get him down. Cosmic Glare starts, once that happens, first priority is just figure out where that is, where it's going to be. It's just straight line between the two people, and don't be in that spot. You'll see later I ended up getting hit by one of them. I wasn't paying attention, and it chunks you down really low. It could definitely kill you, so not being in that is very important. Now we're just going to get onto the bosses again. We have the Torment of Fire, so I'm always going to stay by her, get that extra cleave, but more importantly, I'm by her in case I need to do an interrupt. We have a set interrupt rotation. In this pool, I wasn't in it because I was on the other side fighting on the other boss. So once I had a chance, I was able to get back over onto the Mother of Cosmos and then get into the interrupt cycle a little bit. But once someone misses or calls out that they didn't have the interrupt or they overlapped with someone else, that's when I step in and I'll be able to get one. You see I got one a minute ago. And now I'm going to use my Ravager again, using it during the Torments. That way I can get that damage onto the Torment so I can end that phase and then also damage the boss, because that's the most important thing. Obviously, you got to kill the boss. And then also watching out for the Cosmic Glare. There's a lot of little things that you're looking for in this. And because of the camera angles and how small the room is and all the storms, it's just a pain. This is the one that ends up hitting me, I think. Yep. Takes me all the way down to like 33%, so you just want to make sure you're not getting hit by that. It's really important. But even more important is interrupting the Touch of the Cosmos, because that will 100% kill somebody. So now that I have the Cosmic Glare, our strategy was, if you have it, you don't move, and you let everyone else move around you. Just kind of like on Fellhounds of Sargeras, you kind of get out of the way, and then you let everyone else, you just stand still and let everyone else filter out, especially if you're melee on the Blazing Rush. So right here I made a huge mistake. I didn't hear the call to just stay on boss. Now you go over to the Torment of Golganeth and start DPSing that, and realize my mistake once I start and drop my Ravager and Battle Cry, which was a huge mistake. So now I'm just trying to slowly make my way over without killing anybody. See, my range kind of moved out of the way for me to help out. And here I use my Void Elf Racial to be able to get over a little quicker, find my spot next to our Demon Hunter, and then go through with my execute rotation, try to kill the boss in this phase, because we don't want to deal with another healing ad because we don't have hero for it this time. So right now, this is what I'm going to use my potion and just try to do as much damage as I can. We have to do the tank swap because they both are going to do more damage. Asara doesn't do any damage. So right here, you're just a standard DPSer and just doing your normal damage, doing your normal execute phase, just trying to kill them as fast as possible. The fun thing about this fight is that the Torments are always going to be in the same order every single time, so you can really get used to when they're going to happen instead of Heroic, where it's just extremely random. And then if you are that third tank, it's a lot more fun, it's a lot more engaging, because you're able to drag them around with you and help out your group with what you're doing. That's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but we haven't really done anything. We've just been re-clearing and trying to gear up other characters. But I'm going to be posting more for you guys here soon. We just started Agrimar tonight. He's actually a ton of fun. I can't wait to do him next week. And other than that, see you guys next time. If you have any questions, comment. I read every one, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see it.